Have you ever wondered what really caused the recession in 2008? It's a question that's been on everyone's mind, and it's a topic that's still being debated today. We are here to shed some light on the subject and give you a better understanding of what happened and the likelihood that this happens again in the near future. The recession in 2008 was caused by a number of factors, including the housing market crash, the subprime mortgage crisis, and the collapse of major financial institutions. The housing market crash was caused by a bubble in the housing market, with prices rising faster than incomes and a proliferation of risky mortgages. The subprime mortgage crisis was caused by these risky mortgages. Many homeowners couldn't pay back their loans, which sent shockwaves through the financial system. The crisis got even worse when big financial companies like Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns went out of business. As we mentioned earlier, the recession in 2008 was caused by the housing market crash. But what exactly led to this crash? There are several factors that contributed to the collapse of the housing market and ultimately the recession. Subprime mortgages. During the housing boom in the early 2000s, lenders began offering subprime mortgages to borrowers who couldn't qualify for traditional mortgages. When taking out a subprime mortgage, the interest rates on these loans were higher. While it may seem like a quick and easy way to get a home loan, these types of mortgages often come with higher interest rates and more risk. Be aware of the housing market in your area. If there is an oversupply of homes on the market, it may be a good idea to hold off on purchasing a home until the market stabilizes. Keep an eye on interest rates. If interest rates are low, it may be a good time to borrow money or make a large purchase. However, if rates are on the rise, it may be a good idea to wait until they stabilize before taking on additional debt. Research the financial institutions you are considering doing business with. Make sure they are regulated and have a good track record of financial stability. While the recession in 2008 was a result of a perfect storm of circumstances, there are some lessons we can learn to help prevent it from happening again. One lesson is the importance of responsible lending practices, with banks and mortgage lenders being more cautious about who they give loans to. Another lesson is the importance of diversification in investments to minimize the impact of any one sector collapsing. People are worried that a recession similar to the one in 2008 may happen again because many of the same underlying factors that contributed to the previous recession still exist today. These factors include high levels of debt. Both government and household debt levels have continued to rise since the last recession, which makes it more difficult for individuals and countries to weather economic downturns. Economic inequality. Many people believe that the increasing gap between the rich and the poor is unsustainable and could lead to economic instability. Global economic imbalances. Since all parts of the world's economy are linked, problems in one area can quickly spread to others. For example, the crash of the U.S. housing market in 2008 was a major cause of the 2008 recession, which had effects all over the world. It's difficult to predict with certainty whether a recession similar to the one in 2008 will happen again. However, it's important to be aware of the potential risks and to take steps to prepare for economic downturns. This might include building up an emergency savings fund, paying down debt, and diversifying your investments. It's hard to say how likely it is that a recession will happen in the near future. There are many things that can cause a recession, so it's important to keep an eye on economic indicators and changes in the market to try to predict when one might happen. But you should always be ready for the possibility of a recession and have a plan in place to deal with any economic problems that may come up. In conclusion, the recession in 2008 was caused by a combination of several factors, including the housing market bubble, subprime mortgage lending practices, and a lack of regulation in the financial industry. While it's impossible to predict the future, it's important to be aware of these issues and to take steps to protect ourselves in case of another economic downturn. Remember to diversify your investments, save for emergencies, and stay informed about the economy. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more financial tips and insights.